get past this finishing line? That's the big question. As of now, it looks like the BJP closer to crossing that halfway number at this point. But this could all change. These are early trends.
Early trends.
Three elections, I think, Anand, that the AAP at this stage has to claw back. They were leading in the last two elections from the word go. So this is the first time that they have to now claw back from this position and come to that halfway mark. You've not made a graphic for the third party at all? Oh, okay, there. Maybe just about coming in.
The others have been others.
No,
the others have been really others.
By the time the third party
budget नहीं है कि क्या है कि third auto बनाए.
वो third party frame में fit ही नहीं हो रहा था, इतना पीछे है भाई, कैसे दिखा दे? So that's what happened.
Mustafabad, where Tahir Hussain is fighting from,
I'm just
he's
looking for it,
accused in the Delhi riots, and he's fighting for
Mustafabad
OIC's party.
Yeah.
No, not yet.
Mustafabad not plotting it. Not plotting it.
Adil Ahmed Khan is leading.
So, you know, if Mustafabad, Aam Aadmi Party is leading, that means that the Muslim voter of Mustafabad has forgiven the AAP for not doing anything during the riots. This was the worst affected area in the riots that happened, and they have not forgiven AAP for not saving them.
No, also the BJP, the neighbouring MLA in Karawal Nagar, he was shifted by the BJP to Mustafabad.
But I also have...
Kapil Mishra was given the Karawal Nagar seat.
I'm going to disagree a little bit with Smita Prakash here on the impact of the Congress on the Muslim voter. I think it's a little early. We should have a look at that at some length.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's going to happen.
Vikas Puri, Mahinder Yadav of the Aam Aadmi Party is leading. So you have, again, a couple of pickups for the BJP. For example, in the Mundka seat in the outskirts of Delhi, again, the BJP candidate there seems to be leading. There are pockets of green for the Aam Aadmi Party as well. Like I said, Vikas Puri, the Aam Aadmi Party candidate, is leading. Again, in Northwest Delhi from Kirari, the Aam Aadmi Party candidate is leading. You have one more pickup for Shalimar Bagh. Again, the Aam Aadmi Party candidate, Bandana Kumar, is leading for the Aam Aadmi Party. But I think this game is not over yet. AAP is slowly picking up. It's got 19 seats.
Yeah. There are three takeaways. Now, number one, as we saw, the women vote seems to be inclined towards the BJP here, if you look at all the women-dominated seats, so to speak. Secondly, you have a problem where the AAP is facing anti-incumbency. Some of the people that changed are trailing, not doing well. So, in those 20-odd seats, there's a problem for the AAP. And thirdly, in the backward communities, the AAP is not doing well. These were the mainstays, really, of the AAP.
Well, the AAP is playing catch-up. We must say that as the leads are coming in and we get into perhaps the close of the first round of counting and into the second round of counting in some of the counting centers, what we are seeing is that the AAP, which was trailing by about 15 seats, 16 seats earlier, has now closed the gap and is now trailing by about 11 seats. The BJP into 31, just 4 short of the halfway number, 5 short of having perhaps a majority with respect to leads. These are not wins, these are still leads. But this is a situation, 32 now, even as we speak. So closer to that halfway number, just 3 short of the halfway number in terms of leads. This is something which is the BJP has not seen in the last decade.
And in a long time, not just one decade.
In a long,
almost 3 decades.
3 decades. No, but I'm just saying, even in 2013, they came closer to the 30 number. It was a tight fight at that time, and then the Congress backed the AAP, and we know what khichdi happened, and that's why we went back into elections in 2015. But look at this. This is the BJP trying to consolidate, and Zaka kept saying that the outer Delhi, how the BJP performs or which party performs there will make a difference. Now, if you were to see, the BJP is plotting across all the various constituencies and regions of Delhi. That means that they have really done work, and you are right when they say that they've localized the election this time and they've steered clear of national issues.
And they focused on communities. They brought in leaders from Coimbatore down to Calcutta here to say, okay, let's focus on constituencies, people, all sorts of shades, and it may pay off.
Will we see a lot of tight fights this time around? Ravi Srivastava, what are you thinking? This is not a very pleasant scenario for the AAP. अगर 62 से 21 पे आ गए हैं तो कुछ तो गड़बड़ है सर.
It's early, Anand. We have to wait. We have to see because only the first round has gone up. So, but I think as I was talking to you yesterday also, AAP is definitely going to do well. They will not be doing as well as in the past 15 and 20, but then definitely they are going to make it. And you will watch it. You will see it in a
but if the BJP wins say 50-51 seats, the AAP will still get about 18-20 seats. I'm just saying, is that well?
No, that's a defeat. Where is the well?
So in the lower
Better than the BJP
in the
last time.
in the lower income groups, the AAP is still holding on. It has 1 seat lead over the BJP, 11 to the AAP and 10 to the BJP. These are lower income seats out of 22 that are reporting right now. So I don't think this game is over yet, but
But
we'll
the
see.
BJP has broken into even at the LMGs, in the lower
Juggi
middle-
Jhoppadis, yeah.
lower
Let's look at
income
the
groups,
Juggi
LIGs,
Jhopadi.
LMGs.
All
lower
Yeah,
he
again,
needs
the
to do
Juggi
is to
Jhoppadis, the
split that
BJP is
vote.
leading 12 to 3 out of the 15 seats that are reporting. 12 of those Juggi Jhopadi seats, the BJP candidate is leading. Only 3.
Well, the AAP has
Aam
been
Aadmi.
constantly saying, Zach, all through this campaign that, the BJP is distributing largesse, there's
yeah.
liquor, there's money. They've been going after certain leaders of the BJP, saying that they're putting money in the hands of these, underprivileged people, this, that, the other. So I don't know. I mean, that's going to be the standard sort of. I mean, I'm surprised that Srivastava ji here is saying that, look, 30 seats, 25 seats is good going for the AAP.
There is one seat that seems to be a neck and
He's
neck.
saying AAP will
It's
win.
oscillating.
Yeah.
20, 32, 21, 31. There is one seat that seems to be oscillating, and it seems to be tight fights. Could there be
Which one
tight
is
fights?
this? Is it
Could,
New
could the
Delhi?
margin of victories be less than about, say, 1,000 votes in a lot of seats? Is that a possibility? Nalin Mehta, how is it looking?
Look, I don't know in terms of whether there will be enough tight fights or not, we're not sure. But last time there were enough. But the AAP bested
Yes.
the BJP in most of them.
They were, yes,
Right?
exactly.
So
They
you
were
could
enough
still have
tight
tight fights. And also in assembly elections, that's par for the course.
Yeah, I have the numbers, in fact, somewhere. Just very quickly, what's
Yeah.
happening in New Delhi? What's happening in Jangpura? What's happening in Kalkaji?
Same. New
the
Delhi,
same, sir.
Arvind
It's the
Kejriwal
same.
is trailing.
Wow.
In Jangpura, Manish Sisodia
Wow,
is
that
trailing.
is-
And
that
in
is-
Kalkaji, Atishi
Atishi
is
is
trailing.
trailing.
So
So
all
all
three
three
have-
constituencies.
big
Do we have the
ones.
differentials right now?
All three. No, we
No.
are not get. We don't have the differentials too early in the day to get
She
the
has just
differentials. It
reached
will
a
start
counting
plotting in the
center. Atishi has just reached a counting center. Obviously, the body language looked like she's a little tense about it. She must have known what the trends are because all of you are flashing it on.
So
No, not just that. They're also going to get their own counting agents and their own people giving that way. And I'll tell you, around 9:30, you will see the body language. We need to see the body language of leaders across parties around 9:30, 9:40 when they come on our cameras, because we will know what's going to happen by then. Yeah.
We were talking about close contests. So in the seats that there were close contests in 2020, the BJP is leading in the majority of them right now. So it's
Yes.
picked up additional seats there.
Yeah,
So we're getting more
just
seats
pull out
reporting.
those
So in
numbers.
Tilak Nagar, the Aam Aadmi Party candidate is leading. That's Jarnail Singh. He's the sitting MLA from there. He was not dropped. You have the neighboring constituency also, where you're getting reporting now. Vikaspuri again, Madan Yadav, Mahinder Yadav of the Aam Aadmi Party is leading. So 32 to 21 is where it is now. BJP picking up a lot of seats in the eastern side, on the Jamna Par side. Like I said, Karawal Nagar, Mr. Mishra is leading. From Gonda, Ajay Mahawar of the BJP is leading. From Gandhi Nagar, Arvinder Lovely is leading. From the constituency of Rohtas Nagar, Jitinder Mahajan is leading. From Krishna Nagar, which again traditionally the BJP has done well there, Anil Goel, Dr. Anil Goel is leading. From Vishwas Nagar, again BJP candidate leading. From Shahadra, Sanjay Goel of the BJP leading. So BJP picking up a lot of these northeast Delhi seats.
At the
which
bottom,
Rahul
at
was
the
talking.
south,
This
is
is
that the JDU
Badarpur.
candidate?
Yeah,
47?
Badarpur, Narayan Dutt Sharma of the BJP. This is a flip now. Badarpur, the AAP candidate was leading. Now the BJP candidate is leading. And also from Devli, again, Outer Delhi constituency, Deepak Tawar of the LJP-RV. I don't know if the LJP-RV is part of the NDA, Chirag Paswan's LJP, or whether it is some other offshoot.
So the LJP is being counted as part of the BJP plus right now, as part of the NDA, because that lead is reflecting as part of BJP. It's not another. The Aam Aadmi Party is leading in 22, so a 10-seat difference between. So the AAP now playing catch-up. So keeping that lead difference between about 10 to 11 seats between the BJP and the AAP. Will that scenario change over the course of the next 40-45 minutes, or will these leads hold? Because we're reporting 55 out of 70 seats, another 15 seats to be reported, and then we will see the scenario. Griha joining us from the live result hub. Yes, Griha.
Yes, Anand, let's get you a tally of the VIP candidates in the national capital. And so far, we are, in fact, Gopal Rai there is leading from Babarpur. We also have Ajesh Yadav from Badli, who's right now trailing of the Aam Aadmi Party. In fact, Ajay Maharwar from Gonda, BJP is leading. There's also Vijender Gupta from BJP, Rohini, he is leading currently. Arvind Kejriwal is trailing. Somnath Bharti from Malviya Nagar is leading, Aam Aadmi Party. And Satyendra Jain also from Shakur Basti is leading. Atishi, if we take a look, is trailing. Is she trailing? Trailing. Atishi is trailing. Durgesh Pathak is, does he have the lead? Durgesh Pathak? Okay, he's also trailing from Rajendra Nagar. So this is what the status is of
How many rounds
all
of
the
counting
Aam
so
Aadmi-
far?
So right now it is still paper ballots and EVMs are going to open very, very shortly. Only 2 EVMs so far. 2 EVMs and that is from Shahadra and Vishwas Nagar. That's the only EVM leads that we have got and both of them are in fact giving that lead to the Bharatiya Janata Party. Right now it's still paper ballots.
So surprising that by about we are closing towards 9 a.m. and then it's still the paper ballots and postal ballots. So clearly the whole process of counting has started slower. But now it should pick up speed. There's a reason why we are saying wait till about 9:30, 9:45 because once the EVMs open, the rounds of counting will be faster and we should have more leads
So in the
coming through, more solid ones.
Purvanchal belt, the Purvanchal voters, it's a tight fight between BJP and AAP. BJP leading in 10, Aam Aadmi Party leading in 9. I think the Purvanchali voters will also hold a key in at least 20 of these constituencies that are reporting so far. And like I said, it's an absolute neck and neck there, 10 to the BJP and 9 to the Aam Aadmi Party. We have more seats reporting from South Delhi. You have Tughlakabad, where the AAP candidate is leading. You have Okhla, where Amanatullah Khan is leading. But in Badarpur, Narayan Dutt Sharma of the BJP is leading. In Sangam Vihar, again, Chandan Kumar Chaudhary of the BJP is leading. We talked about the LJP candidate. From Malviya Nagar, Somnath Bharti leading. From RK Puram, Anil Sharma of the BJP is leading. So the BJP picking up seats in a lot of areas where it had never opened its account, a lot of regions of Delhi where it had never opened its account. Let's go back to Northeast Delhi. Again, a flip there. Gokulpur, now the AAP candidate is leading in Gokulpur. Also in the neighboring constituency of Simapuri, again a flip there. The AAP candidate is leading. In Babarpur, Gopal Rai seems to be sitting pretty. But BJP also has a lot of pickups in Northeast Delhi. Rohtas Nagar, BJP leading. Shahadra, BJP leading. Vishwas Nagar, BJP leading. Krishna Nagar, BJP leading. And of course, Kapil Mishra's seat, Karawal Nagar, BJP leading.
Satyendra Jain?
Satyendra Jain is
Shakur
leading in
Basti.
Shakur Basti.
Shakur Basti
Satyendra Jain
continues
is
to be
leading in
leading.
Shakur Basti and Raki Birla is leading in the neighboring constituency of Madhipur. So
Also
those are two.
Vijendra Gupta, he's another VIP candidate. Rohini.
Vijendra Gupta is also leading in the seat of Rohini, where of course he's the leader of the opposition.
But this is
Avadoja
now
is not
postal
got
ballots.
out,
It's
I'm
been
sure.
confirmed that these are still postal
Postal
ballots.
ballots in about
EVMs
three,
open,
two or now I'm given to understand 3 counting centers, EVMs counting
I just
has
want to
begun.
bring a statistic
has
into
begun.
this. You know,
Yeah.
yes, of course, 2020. If you look at the top line numbers, the AAP surged 63 seats or so, but there were 16 very tight fights,
Okay.
10% or less. And you know, in an assembly election, 10% is not much.
Much.
So remember that it wasn't the one-way sort of cakewalk that it was sort of thought to be. So 16 seats is a hell of a lot.
So
Actually,
in the
out of
tight
70.
fight seats from 2020, I mean, it doesn't have to be a tight fight this time around, but the seats that we saw 2020 tight fights, less than 10,000 votes, out of 11 seats, BJP is leading in 8, AAP is leading only in 3. So the BJP winning in those tight fight seats as of
Even in the
2020.
Muslim-dominated seats, I just saw it on our screen. Out of the 10 seats, the BJP is leading in 3.
Yeah, the Muslim-dominated seats where there is 30% more Muslims, BJP is leading in 7 and the Aam Aadmi Party is leading in 3.
So 2 pickups there. Now the BJP just 2 short of the halfway number in terms of leads. 33 and 22, 11 ahead of the Aam Aadmi Party. The Congress still holding on to that 1 seat where it continues to lead. So EVM round of counting has begun in some of the counting centers. Now each of these counting centers are representing at least 4 to 5 assembly constituencies. So that's why the leads will start coming through for multiple assembly constituencies from the same counting center, and it should happen faster. The estimate or the understanding is it's 9 a.m. By about 9:45, there will be a serious consolidation of these numbers, and we will be closer to determining who has the advantage or who is ahead in terms of getting to that seat of the Delhi Secretariat of Delhi Vidhan Sabha. Right now, halfway mark, just 2 short of the halfway mark is
Again,
the BJP.
high
in
women
terms of
voter
leads.
turnout seats. You were talking about it. 18 to the BJP, 13 to the Aam Aadmi
So
Party.
there's-
Again,
there's
real
a
neck
crack
and
to
neck
women.
there.
Yeah.
Postal ballot, sentiment shift, I don't know. But look, just very quickly, if it's going to be a 48, 42%, vote share kind of game, I think we're going to have to wait till about 11 o'clock because round after round, those numbers, you see, the BJP is playing catch up.
Right.
So its vote share has to increase proportionally if it has to win. and go beyond what it's ever done. And that's going to lead to some tight contestations, I feel.
Yeah, it's possible because the AAP has now reduced the lead margin to 8, 24 and 32.
Again,
AAP
you
really
know,
playing
the
catch
high
up.
voter turnout seats where it was higher than the state average of 60 point something. 16 seats are reporting again neck and neck, AAP at 8 and BJP at 7.
I mean, it could well be an election like we saw in Karnataka, for example, at the assembly level, where many seats went to the Congress, but the margins were, you know, not as expansive as other binary states where there are just two parties. So it's
After 3 hours or so.
because
then-
no exit poll gave the AAP less than 42% of the vote, which means that there is going to be a fight, whichever way we look at it.
Yeah,
It's
but
going to be a
that
close
also
one.
looks like all pollsters have said there will be a 12% slide in vote share.
True.
For the
But because of the
Aam Aadmi Party.
Chhattarpur, again, outer constituency, Brahm Singh Tanwar of the Aam Aadmi Party is leading. Delhi, where the LJP candidate is leading, now it is flipped. The Aam Aadmi Party candidate is leading. So, Chetan, those may be the famous last words, but I think this is far closer than what we think. But let's see. It's early
Because
days yet.
It's still
Even
13
if the-
seats still to be plotted. They have not
You
yet
were
started.
saying,
The numbers
Anand,
have
that
not started coming for 13
13%
seats
was
now.
the average difference, right, in vote share. So even if the AAP starts coming down in a particular round, you know, we could be led by exuberance by thinking, oh, the BJP is gaining. It may not be. It might just be a temperance of the AAP's numbers, but it doesn't mean that the
Correct,
AAP is
because
out of the race.
there are many who believe that the
Yeah.
AAP may not have a runaway victory like it did in 2015 and 2020, but they may just be past the post. They may be first past the post and they may come around 39, 40 seats. There are many who have estimated that this is a possibility on ground, given the fact that there is not too much of a difference in the vote share. So, like Pradeep Gupta of Axis by India said, that unless there is a 5 to 6% difference in the overall vote share, 42 and 48% situation, unless that happens, runaway victories is a little difficult to see. Nalin Mehta is making some calculations there. What's your insight? What are you looking at? Is this reflecting the Lok Sabha performance of the BJP
This is-
knocked on to the assembly constituencies?
When I'm looking at the Lok Sabha leads, this is actually better than that. Because what we are seeing is that the BJP, when you're projecting the exact constituencies, BJP had about 54% of the vote in the Lok Sabha election, AAP had about 19%. But when in this leads that we have right now, when you project those onto the Lok Sabha leads, the BJP is 18 plus, is leading in 20. We have 41 such leads right now.
Correct.
Out of those, BJP is leading in 25, AAP in 15. But in those BJP 25 leads, 18 are seats it was not leading in the Lok Sabha election on.
Okay. Also, if you were to look by income, middle class seats, the BJP is leading AAP 16 to 8. I think that's a significant one.
Yes.
The middle class seems to be have voted for the BJP quite in a big way. In the lower classes, though, it is the Aam Aadmi Party which has a slight edge, 13 to 10. So we're going neck and neck here right now. In the lower classes, the Aam Aadmi Party seems to be holding on to
I
its
think if
vote
you
bank,
have to
but in
have
the
an
middle class, the
accurate
BJP is
assessment,
leading.
I buy your point. I think, Zach, if you have to have an accurate assessment, we've got to look at the three swing classes here. And we've got to keep monitoring the clusters to see if there are changes. If there are dramatic changes happening there, then there is something obviously happening on the ground.
Around
Yeah.
the map that Zaka is showing on the wall, it shows that people across all kinds of classes and
Demographics.
castes
Yeah.
seem to have voted for either the AAP or the BJP, but the BJP has managed to get a footprint in all areas, even places that we think that, okay,
Yeah, but
this
is
is
that
an
going
AAP
to
stronghold.
necessarily translate into seats? You see, it might be streaking ahead, might be doing much better, it might be closing the gap, but it has a huge gap to close.
That's
so
a
if they
major
pull
issue.
this off, it is going to be a dramatic victory. I mean, this will be a colossal victory for the BJP, reducing 13%. I mean, these are things that don't happen generally. I don't know when last there was a 13, 14% vote swing. I think Tripura had one, but I don't remember such a
No, the whole
massive
vote swing happened
share.
in Punjab. Look at Punjab. What happened in terms of the AAP sweeping Punjab? It happened. Yeah.
Tripura. See, in places like Tripura, the BJP came up from zero, almost virtually from zero. It didn't even have a Vidhan Sabha MLA before that. In Delhi, the BJP was one of the early poles of Delhi politics from 1993 onwards. The early Jansangh always had roots in Delhi because of the partition refugees who came in and so on and so forth. But it's not been in power here for more than a quarter of a century, for the last 25 years plus. But even in the last 25 years, the BJP's vote share has never fallen below 30%.
So
It's
it's
been
a
between 30
third
to
of the
40%.
voting.
Consistent.
The difference is that in the Lok Sabha elections, people always vote for BJP, but in Vidhan Sabha, they haven't.
Yeah.
Right? So, and about 10-15% of those who went away, the fact that they come back to BJP now in a Vidhan Sabha election, if this result holds, at a time when there is no chief minister candidate.
Yes.
BJP has fought this campaign exactly like it fought the Haryana campaign or the Maharashtra campaign. Then it tells you something. It tells you something fundamentally shifting in the politics of the city.
Yes.
Yeah, not just
Fundamentally.
politics of the city, the strategies of the BJP, where they've decided that the local elections will be fought at local levels and will pick up local issues and not nationalize every state election. And especially with Maharashtra and Delhi, they seem to have got that right. In Haryana, they fixed a lot of issues or errors that they made with the Lok Sabha 2024. So some course correction as a party, if they're willing to learn and understand, it's important. These are close fights. The BJP is just one short of the halfway number in terms of leads, with respect to leads. Yes, Griha.
We have another update, Anand. We were just talking about whether postal ballots are still on. We are now getting to understand that 6 constituencies, EVMs have opened up. It is the second round of counting that is happening at Vishwas Nagar, where BJP has a lead of about 4,000 odd votes. Wow. And as far as the other constituencies, it's Deoli, where there is Prem Chauhan of the Aam Aadmi Party. This is the EVM tally that we're talking about. Badli, Devinder Yadav of the Congress is leading. Rohini, we have Vijayendra Gupta from the Bharatiya Janata Party. Also Bhavana, we have Jay Bhagwan from Aam Aadmi Party. So these are the 6 EVM leads that we are getting so far.
Well, the BJP has never lost from Vishwas Nagar, I'm being told. Even when they had just 3 seats, it was one of the seats was from Vishwas Nagar. So Vishwas Nagar is a safe seat for the BJP. It's always rock solid with the BJP there. So that's I think one aspect. But
the
2 rounds.
ballots and EVMs, the trend has been the same.
Yeah.
Even after the
35. So halfway number for the BJP. The BJP hitting the halfway number. The magic figure is 36, which puts them into majority, which gives them power or control of the state of BJP, of Delhi. That's for the BJP. But these are all leads. As of now, at about 9:05 a.m., 9:06 a.m., the BJP is at the halfway mark. This is perhaps the first time in a long, long time that the BJP, even in leads, is close to the halfway mark or is on the halfway mark. So 35 to the BJP, 23 to the Aam Aadmi Party, 1 for the Congress Party, out of 59 leads that have come in so far out of 70. 60 leads and 36 as we speak. 60 leads and 36 to the BJP. The magic figure, the first time today with leads coming in at about 9:05 a.m. We have the BJP touching that magic figure of 36 right there. So ahead of the Aam Aadmi Party, and now it slips back. So these things will keep changing in terms of leads. 10 more seats that have not yet reported any leads
But
so
Smita
far
Prakash
out of
was
70.
right when she said, Smita Prakash was right when she said that it's never been this good for the BJP this early.
It's
Now,
never
whether that
been.
holds
It's
or
never
not,
been. And for it to slide from here to 3 or 4 will be a magical turnaround, as Chetan Bhagat said. So if these trends are now 35 back again, 35, 24, 34, 25, there are some seats where it's oscillating between the AAP and the BJP. But could the AAP then fall short of 30 seats?
So, for example, in
and then
Malviya
the
Nagar
BJP
now,
take the lead further.
in
Next
Malviya
10
Nagar,
seats,
Satish
critical.
Upadhyay is leading. Somnath Bharti is sitting AAP MLA. But
He's
now
trailing.
in Malviya Nagar,
That
it's
is kind of shocking.
it's
because,
Satish Upadhyay who's leading.
Somnath Bharti is pretty popular and he's a long-term
Very
MLA
popular.
from that area. Satish Upadhyay is newcomer. A newcomer in the sense people know who he is, but he hasn't fought an election from there before. So surprising that Somnath Bharti is trailing there.
There is a sentiment. There are 2 aspects. One is what the BJP has done electorally, as that was being discussed. The other is there a huge dissonance amongst a good group of voters against the Aam Aadmi Party and especially Arvind Kejriwal? Are they feeling let down? That's why I keep saying the anti-AAP rather than pro-BJP. Because the AAP fed on an anti-Rivaiti parties, anti-SAD, anti-Congress sentiment in Punjab when they came to power, and then they steamrolled the opposition. They came again, they ran over an anti-Congress sentiment when they came to power. Because the BJP continued to hold on for its vote share. This is an academic thing that the BJP has actually consolidated its vote share by 2% in every Vidhan Sabha election.
Be a party of governance? That's what you're basically implying. Well, I mean, look at this. Yes, you can't take away from the fact that they've been in power
No,
now.
is
for
this a
2
rejection
terms.
of the Kejri model of governance?
That
That's
could
the
be-
big question.
That could be something, but
of the
senior leadership
37,
is
37,
the
37,
entire
yeah.
senior leadership of AAP is
But
trailing.
there is a
So
caveat
that
here.
means people are-
And the caveat is not that I'm trying to play devil's advocate and maybe BJP supporters will sort of say that, look, why is he being so pessimistic? My only caveat is it's a 2-horse race. Pretty clearly it's a 2-horse race. That means the benchmark for vote share is going to be higher.
Yeah.
Now, Nalin made a very important point where he says that 33 to about 38% is where the BJP seems to have got stuck in Delhi, which means that it needs to add certain more, coalitions, social coalitions. Can it build those coalitions? And therefore, I think we should go back to the clusters. I think, Zach, if we can go back to some of the clusters, that might tell us a more accurate story. If the BJP is being able to go beyond that 37, 38%, add more denominations.
But that's what I'm saying, Rahul. In every Vidhan Sabha election, the BJP has added 2% to its vote share.
2%.
The Aam Aadmi Party benefited with an entire complete swing of the Congress vote towards the AAP or a non-BJP vote towards the AAP, plus new voters who came on and said, who have not participated in electoral democracy or electoral politics so far, I'm going to vote because I see something of the AAP. And that's why if the AAP is less than 30 seats this time around, it's a rejection of this entire Kejri model of governance. That's what I'm saying, yeah.
North Delhi, if I can quickly, North Delhi, BJP was never really strong in North Delhi. So now they're opening their account in places like Shalimar Bagh, for example, from Adarsh Nagar. You have the candidate from, of course, Rohini was one seat where they, Mr. Gupta has been leading from. Rithala is another seat which the BJP has not won. Mangolpuri, the BJP is leading there. You also have from Sultanpur Majra, the BJP leading. I want to go all the way up to the outer Narela, which is the first constituency. Again, BJP candidate leading there. So a lot of North Delhi, Mundka again in outer Delhi. A lot of the North Delhi seats have not gone to the BJP previously, but they are now leading in those constituencies. Again, Northeast Delhi, which Rahul was talking about, Vishwas Nagar, Rohtas Nagar, Krishna Nagar, all of those places, again, the BJP candidates are leading. So it's getting pockets where it has never opened its account before. And of course, right in the heart of Delhi, New Delhi constituency, BJP leading, Jangpura, BJP leading. You have Kasturba Nagar, again, BJP leading. This is the seat where Abhishek Dutt of the Congress was fighting. Ramesh Pahalwan of the AAP, he's trailing in Kasturba Nagar. And of course, like I said, in Kalkaji, where the Chief Minister is fighting.
Again, Biduri is leading, Atish is still. Nalin Mehta and then Griha. Yes, Nalin Mehta.
To the point that Rahul was making and the point you were making, and to add to Zaka's data points, we have the first vote share numbers out.
Okay.
The BJP at the moment is 53.7% vote share according to the Election Commission.
Wow.
The AAP is at 40.9%, which is, if
Is
this
what?
number holds, is the exact reversal of last time.
It's what, 39?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
AAP is at 40.9%.
So
BJP
as
was
of
around
now, the
39 point
BJP
something
is
last time.
mirroring its Lok Sabha
Yeah.
vote share.
It's picking up social
It's
coalitions.
mirroring exactly Lok Sabha, but it's also the replication of 2020 other way around.
Other way around,
Congress is at 3.38% at the moment.
So
which is
again, a
according to the
1%
Election
slide,
Commission.
Less than
1%
that.
slide, 1% slide. It's actually losing vote share than gaining it.
So Rahul Gandhi ain't going anywhere. I'm sorry to say, he ain't going anywhere. Let's go back now to
Now,
the AAP and the
if you have
BJP.
this kind of a vote share and if this holds, that can only happen when the BJP has made huge advances across various new categories.
So women being one of them, in the high women turnout constituencies, 36 of them, BJP 19, AAP
Astounding.
16. I think that is...
Griha, live result hub.
Yeah, we were just talking about Somnath Bharti trailing. Let's actually get in an update of more and more VIP candidates of the Aam Aadmi Party. Just come in that Rajendra Nagar, we are having Durgesh Pathak, who has just got a lead from the BJP candidate Umang. We also have Ambedkar Nagar, Dr. Ajay Dutt of Aam Aadmi Party leading. And Delhi, can we have a BJP lead there, Anand? Also, Zaka, if we take a look at the other VIP candidates of the Aam Aadmi Party, Satendra Jain, Shakur Basti, he's leading. Janel is leading from Tilak Nagar. Gopal Rai is still, in fact, having that lead from Babarpur. Saurav Bhardwaj continues to have the lead in GK. Also, Imran Hussain from Balli Maran, he also has a clear edge, as has Amanatullah Khan from Okhla. Bibi Tyagi from Lakshmi Nagar, another candidate of the Aam Aadmi Party who is leading. And also, if we take a look at Mustafabad, which has in fact polled the maximum number of votes in the national capital, it's Adil Ahmed Khan of the Aam Aadmi Party is still
Yeah,
leading.
but Atishi, Manish Sisodia and Arvind Kejriwal, all three of them are trailing. The face of the Aam Aadmi Party and the Kejri model of governance,
Huge
all three
headline.
of them are trailing. Satendra Jain continues to lead. Kailash Gehlot, who decamped, who joined the BJP, he is leading. And we also have Gopal Rai, who is also part of that entire Kejri model of governance, who's leading. So Satyendra Jain and Gopal Rai, the two big faces who are leading. The other three, the fulcrum of the Aam Aadmi Party in Delhi, Arvind Kejriwal, Atishi and Manish Sisodia, all three are trailing. And the
Satyendra
BJP is
Jain-
just one shot of 40 leads. Just one
Satyendra
shot of
Jain
40
wasn't
leads.
expected to win. I mean, all exit polls, everybody said that, oh, he won't. I want to come on this part which Nalin was talking about, the exact reversal, where the BJP is now where AAP was in the last election. A couple of points I want to make is that the BJP reworked its entire strategy for this election, which you pointed out, not having a CM face, reworking.
40 leads for the BJP as we speak.
And
Yeah,
then they
please.
fought in the trenches. They didn't fight just the top angles. They fought from the lower levels too. They brought in not just their own bigwigs from the states to fight, like they brought their Fadnavises and the others, but they also brought in their NDA allies. They brought Chandrababu Naidu. They brought the Deputy Chief Minister of Bihar. So they fought from top and bottom. So they had Amit Shah and they had Modi, they had Nadda, they had the others, but they also fought from there. The second point is they didn't restrict to any one class or caste. They didn't say that, oh, okay, the Purvanchalis or the women are going to go the AAP way. They went the AAP way last time. No, they fought for every single constituency. So, you know, what you're seeing right now, the spread that they have, general spread and not in pockets, it's not just the Bania Punjabi vote that they said that, oh, these are our traditional, the shopkeepers are our traditional vote bank. Let's just stick with them and at least get them because they had moved away. The middle class had moved away. No, every class, every speaker of language, because of this cosmopolitan mix that we have, that's what has resulted in the current trend that we are seeing is my take on this.
So one very quick input, because I'd seen certain internal polls of the BJP, and I just want to bring you in on this. I want to bring you also in on this, Abhijit. Those internal polls seem to suggest that the most disadvantaged, you know, we call them disparagingly JJ clusters. I hate that word, but the most disadvantaged who live in the not so nice areas of Delhi, the BJP was making significant gains in those. It was the women vote that was sort of still up for grabs, as their polls were showing, and they were hoping that there would be a late burst. But this shows that there is a
clearly
new...
they've got, like, they made inroads where they didn't. I think the BJP, like Smita was saying, this time they threw the army, tanks, like Air Force, Navy, everything on this. Because I think they've lost, this is the only state they've lost so badly. It happens to be Delhi, where the Prime Minister lives. Arvind Kejriwal makes personal attacks on the BJP leadership all the time. And Arvind Kejriwal went to Gujarat, got a 13% vote share there. That's the day it all started, I think. And then they have now put the full cavalry here. And I think it's showing results.
42 to the BJP.
Everything.
42, 42, 23,
So it's
42,
infantry and
23,
artillery.
leaderboard.
Artillery, Air Force, the tax breaks. I mean, you know, the middle class has always loved the BJP, the Delhi middle class, but every time after the budget, they were disappointed. They were like jilted lovers. This time, Nirmala ji even gave them the love, like they gave them flower bouquets. I mean, maybe, who knows, 2% their vote share.
Yeah,
Who knows, right?
somebody said 13 din pehle hi Valentine's Day ho gaya hamara.
That's
what
that, the
that-
middle
that's
class
what
used to vote for BJP in the Lok Sabha and for Kejriwal in the assembly. But it seems, if this holds, that, you know, that shift hasn't happened. That
The dichotomy
shift
is
back
not happening.
Has not
And that's
happened.
best explained in West Delhi, where the BJP always used to have a strong vote, the trader class vote. It seems to be coming back to the BJP. In Palam, the BJP candidate is leading. In Uttam Nagar, the BJP candidate is leading. From Dwarka, again, the BJP candidate is leading. From Janakpuri, again, the BJP candidate is leading. Can you imagine? Last 2 or 3 election cycles, they've not had a BJP candidate leading there. Rajouri Garden, again, BJP candidate leading. Moti Nagar, BJP candidate leading. And if you come all the way to central Delhi, to Rajinder Nagar, Patel Nagar, all of those places, it's the BJP candidate who's leading. Right now in Rajinder Nagar, Durgesh Pathak seems to have taken a lead. So yes, 42 to 23, but a lot of West Delhi constituencies, the BJP seems to be leading. These are constituencies which had gone away from the BJP's kitty, but now it's coming back. So it's West Delhi, North-East Delhi, as Rahul keeps mentioning, Vishwas Nagar, Rohtas Nagar, Krishna Nagar, Shahadra. These are seats that the BJP again has not won. Gandhi Nagar. These are seats that the BJP has not won in the last couple of election cycles. Those North-East Delhi seats also seem to be coming back to the BJP.
No, not just that. Plus 34 for the BJP in that in terms of gains. How many of these gains are or were tight fights the last time, where the BJP lost, say, by a margin of less than 4,000, 5,000 votes? that also means that they've done the micromanagement also.
Yeah,
Right?
the AAP is leading only in 2 out of those 14 which were close contests. The BJP is leading 12. And many of those, at least 1, 2, 3, 4 of those are from Northeast Delhi. So they seem to have got that game right, where the close contest seats that they lost the last time around, the BJP is leading in 12 out of 14, Aam Aadmi Party only in 2.
So
No,
does,
hang
what
on.
does
If
this
it's
say
going to
about
be
Revdi politics?
50%, as Nalin is pointing out, 51% is the vote share. That means in every seat, the BJP is picking up the majority of the vote. I mean,
Correct.
are we looking at some sort of a runaway mandate? I mean,
Possibly.
that's the question.
See,
now.
if it's see 66 out of 70 and it is 42-23 in favor of the BJP, these are leads. 1 for the Congress party, another 4 seats to go. Now, will this consolidate either way, or will this perhaps move away from the AAP, more in favor of the BJP? Will the BJP cross the 50 seat mark, or will they consolidate around 45, 47
Again,
seats?
in
We'll have to wait and watch.
In Balimaran, which is a heavily Muslim-dominated seat, it's the BJP candidate who's leading right now. Kamal Bagri of the BJP is leading. In Chandni Chowk, again, substantial Muslim population, BJP candidate leading. In Sadar Bazar, Manoj Kumar Jindal of the BJP is leading. These are old Delhi
But how much? Do we have any
constituencies.
idea? Because
don't
are
know
we
the-
now
we don't
beginning
know the
to...
margin.
Maybe there's a reassessment even amongst Muslims.
I think another
don't
10
know.
minutes. Another 10 minutes, we get into the third, fourth round of counting. Perhaps the leads will consolidate wherever there are. And we're going to check with Greya, the live result happen a bit, that how many leaders have opened up a gap of more than 4,000
Yes.
votes in terms of lead. Vishwasnagar was another case where where after the first or second round, the candidate had a 4,000 vote lead. But Greya, do we have leaders in terms of the gap that's been opened up? How many
So
rounds
do we
of
have any
counting
numbers?
are we into about fourth round of counting somewhere in some constituencies?
Okay, Anand, after 4th round of counting at Vishwasnagar, we have a lead by BJP candidate by
587.
by just 587 votes.
Oh,
so that
it's
is
quite
how
close.
close this is. Yeah.
It's quite close. So
And what about,
Vishwasnagar is getting close. But what about some of the other constituencies?
And as far as the New
New
Delhi,
Delhi.
constituency, we have EVMs that have opened up in, and there are still first rounds that are going on right now. Any other round that is happening in EVMs as far as the other constituencies sir, is concerned? EVM mein? There's just the first round that is still going on in other constituencies. It's only Vishwasnagar that is right now counting 4th round.
It's into the fourth round in Vishwasnagar. Everywhere else, it's the first round of counting of the EVMs. Like I said, 9:30, 9:45. We will get into round 3, round 4. These leads could further consolidate in favor of the BJP, or we may see the Aam Aadmi Party playing catch up as soon as the EVMs, more of the EVM rounds start happening. But as of now, the BJP seems to be in firm control as far as the elections are concerned. Is it still very, very early days? We have to wait and watch. Some things could change, some things could remain the same. It's the mind of the voter. The early trends in favor of the BJP, the early trends saying that the mandate will shift away from the Aam Aadmi Party. It could have huge impact nationally, knock-on effect, not just in Punjab, but in Bihar and in Gujarat, which also will soon be going into the polls. And that there could be a big impact.
The
Yeah,
Election
yeah.
Commission's data that the Congress, the BJP is holding its vote share, but the AAP vote share is declining slightly compared to even 20 minutes ago, and the Congress is gradually increasing a little bit. The Congress was 3% 15 minutes ago, now it's about 6%.
6%?
That's not much,
That's-
but that's exactly that much the decline is in the AAP vote.
Yes.
No, but
So the
6%,
AAP vote
how
is
much did
shifting
they
back
have?
towards
7%,
they had
right?
4% last
4%.
time.
They had
No,
4%
so
last
it's-
time.
So
the Congress
obviously
vote is
what we
increasing.
were saying earlier, that what you're seeing in Purani Delhi, in Old Delhi, if you're seeing the BJP increasing the trend, it's still early days, but I would still say that the split between the Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress in the Old Delhi area seems to have benefited the BJP
You might be
at
onto
this
something.
stage.
You might be
Yeah.
onto something.
So Virendra
Something
Sachdeva's
could be
pictures
possible.
coming out after prayers, and everybody
When we
is
talk
got.
about body language. So what do you saying? We'll just look at body language.
No, we look at the body language. No. These are
Has that
pictures from
time
a short
come?
while ago. I will still wait till about 9:45. 9:45 when the leaders come, all of them will start coming to their party offices. And किस party office में हलचल ज़्यादा हो रही है around 9:45, 10 o'clock. That's an indicator कि which way is this election
I mean,
going.
fundamentally,
along
you
with
know-
what's happening on our leaderboard. Yes.
The managers of the election know किस इलाके से वोट पड़ी है, किस तादाद में पड़ी है, how many people have come up from their traditional area. So they generally have an idea, and if the EVM starts then registering or complementing that sort of idea, then they know that, okay, we've got our maths right, we've predicted
See, Virendra
this right.
Sachdeva has promised Daulat Ram ki chaat and also jalebi. he,
But you know, he's
he
very
has
quietly been working behind the scenes. You haven't seen him all that much getting agitated or coming out in the scenes. And the state unit of the BJP has totally become subservient to the central unit. This is the first time that they could not muscle their way in and say, Chief Minister candidate kar do. You know, earlier they had Harshvardhan, they had Kiran Bedi. They've had Chief Minister candidates. This time they agreed with what the party leadership said, that we are going to fight in the same way that we fought Haryana and we fought MP and the other states, where we don't have a face. So it's been a change.
Outer Delhi constituencies,
44,
Abhijit was
21.
talking about, 44-21 now. So in Mundka, the BJP candidate is leading. In Bhavana, where the AAP candidate was leading up until 5 minutes ago, now the BJP candidate is leading. In Narela, again, the BJP candidate is leading. In Najafgarh, the BJP candidate has been leading since counting began. So outer Delhi constituencies where the BJP focused, it seems to be paying off for the BJP. The lead now stretching in favor of the BJP. Now it's 45. 45-20 is where we are right now. The BJP picking up pockets of Delhi, which they have not won before in the last 3 election cycles. Like I said, Outer Delhi is one of them. North Delhi is the other, where you have constituencies like Sultanpur, Majra, for example, where the BJP candidate is leading. In Mangolpuri, the BJP candidate is leading. In Shalimar Bagh, the BJP candidate is leading. In Rithala, again, the BJP candidate leading. From Adarsh Nagar, the BJP candidate leading. So North Delhi, again, a big part of the gains for the BJP. If you look at Central Delhi, in places like Madhipur, the BJP candidate leading. In West Delhi, in Moti Nagar, BJP candidate leading. Rajouri Garden, Mr. Sirsa is leading there. He was from the Akali Dal, now with the BJP. Harinagar, again, West Delhi, BJP candidate leading. You go further out, Janakpuri, a seat that the AAP has won the last 3 times. Again, BJP candidate leading. Dwarka, again, where Adarsh Shastri, now in the Congress, he was, of course, one of the founding members of the AAP. He is trailing. It is the BJP candidate, Mr. Rajput, who is leading there in the West Delhi constituency. So pockets of support for the BJP where it has never seen support, in North Delhi and Outer Delhi, in West Delhi, and of course again in Northeast Delhi, which is again a huge chunk of support for the AAP. There, the BJP is managing to flip the election.
Out of 66 leads, 45 leads to the BJP, 20 to the Aam Aadmi Party, 1 to the Congress Party. And Umar Abdullah has tweeted, "Aap lado aapas mein." That's what he has written. Or lado aapas mein. He's tweeted and he's put from one of the Purana series, you know, historical series of Ramayana or Mahabharata. There is a rishi who's saying,
No, is he trying to say that
and
the
he's saying,
Congress-
समाप्त कर दो एक दूसरे को, जी भर कर लड़ो,
So,
समाप्त
is he
कर
trying
दो
to
एक
say had
दूसरे
the
को.
Congress come
That's
together
what
with
he's
the AAP
tweeted.
and
Yeah,
had
he's been
strategically...
making snide ones.
So,
He's been going snide remarks,
No,
side
no, but
edgeways, you know.
You fight Lok Sabha together and you lose. Okay, even when you are together, you lose. And then you have the audacity to think that we'll find the assembly election by ourselves and win. I mean, does it make any sense? The only thing is overconfidence.
No,
like, आप तो हमारा दिल्ली का है ही, दिल्ली तो है ही ना. You take people from Delhi for granted, and that's what happens. You don't take your voters for granted.
You know, Chetan,
No,
Sambit
Sambit Patra was quoting both Rahul Gandhi and
and
Arvind Kejriwal in Parliament and saying, look what they said to each other, said about each other in the rallies. He's saying कि India Alliance में आपस में एक दूसरे को, this is what you are saying, कि Wagon R से सीधा शीश महल चले गए. And the other Arvind Kejriwal came back with a far more snidey remark against Rahul Gandhi. So,
AAP wanted some seats in Haryana. Congress said
one
no
second,
way.
Virendra Sachdeva is speaking. Yeah.
क्या कहना है जो एग्जिट पोल में जो बताया जा रहा था वही अर्थाना में दिखाई दे रहा है बीजेपी को
मुझे इधर जाना इधर कर लो
हाँ जी.
I have to say, if you look at this map, Delhi is turning saffron.
Yeah.
I mean, this is
It's
unprecedented. This is a replication, and in fact, this is more than the assembly seats in just few months ago in the Lok Sabha election.
Now, I'm just saying, is it just is it mirroring the June 2024 performance of the
Can I
BJP?
put
If you look at the BJP Lok Sabha leads,
Yeah, Lok
in
Sabha
how many
leads.
of those constituencies BJP is leading? Yes, 35-12. Out of the 48 seats that the BJP was leading in Lok Sabha 2024, it's currently leading in 35, Aam Aadmi Party only 12. So thereabouts, you're
I think
getting
we should
thereabouts.
bring out that soundbite. I'd be very interested to hear when the Prime Minister says, give us a chance. It was very emotional.
Yes.
He reiterated it a couple of times. It'd be interesting to see that bite now, how much of an impact it's actually had on the psyche, saying that, okay, we probably need this Gathbandhan Sarkar. The one thing that people were getting a little tired of was that Mr. Kejriwal constantly blamed the LG's office for every failure. Even if the road was potholed, he said, no, not my problem, LG's problem. He's sitting on this, he's sitting on that. So people are saying, well, okay, if you can't manage it, can't manage an equation like Sheila Dikshit did, then we'll get somebody else.
I think one more important aspect is that the BJP's tone this time around in Delhi and even in Haryana or even in Maharashtra was not of arrogance. It was not even of confidence. It was of humility. So the Prime Minister's tone from आएगा तो मोदी ही and अब की बार 400 पार to saying कि विकसित भारत की विकसित दिल्ली आपने उनको 25 साल से ज़्यादा मौका दिया, एक बार हमें 5 साल दे दीजिए. See, I think there is a difference in the way
Give us a chance.
the political parties that learn from mistakes are the ones that survive and then they prosper.
Correct.
Has the Congress learned from its mistake? 2013, I remember Rahul Gandhi standing there and saying, we will revisit, we'll learn from our mistakes. It was a tough election. 2015, he said the same thing. 2019, he said the same thing. 2020, he said the same thing. 24, he said the
So
same
now,
thing.
now we have
What
all
have they learned?
70 seats are reporting, 46 to the BJP, 23 to the Aam Aadmi Party. All 70 seats are reporting. We've got a couple of new seats that are reporting. Karol Bagh, Dushant Gautam of the BJP is leading. Watch out for him. He'll be an important player in this post equation. You also have from Nangloi Jat, the Aam Aadmi Party candidate was leading from Nangloi Jat. Raghuvinder Shokeen is his name. And in Kondli again, which is in the outskirts on the eastern side, in Kondli the AAP candidate is leading. So all 70 seats are reporting. BJP at 46. Aam Aadmi Party
The worst
23.
scenario for the AAP will be if Kejriwal loses and the AAP gets decimated. It's the worst scenario possible. It's probably a mortal blow to the AAP if this trend holds and if this happens.
No, but you said AAP is Kejriwal, Kejriwal is AAP.
That's right.
So if
If
Arvind
Kejriwal
Kejriwal is
loses,
losing New
implosion.
Delhi,
You know,
then
if
Aam
he
Aadmi Party is
loses-
losing Delhi. That's what
So
it is.
right
Because
now,
see, both
AAP
Sisodia,
will lose,
Atishi, they're all-
Kejriwal is trailing, Mr.
That's right.
Sisodia is trailing, and Atishi is trailing. All
This
three
is-
are trailing right now.
No, and I'll tell you, the Aam Aadmi Party,
Bad
big
news.
faces who are leading right now are leading purely because of the work individually they have done as MLAs in their constituencies. Saurabh Bharadwaj. Nobody will challenge him in Venkataka. He's doing well.
Let's look at the people who got a new opportunity.
Satyendra Jain has done well.
Seat
He's
changes
done
for
work
AAP.
in Shakur Basti. So I'm just saying, John, locally काम किया जिन लोगों ने, Gopal Rai, Kailash Gehlot also has worked. Maybe AAP, now BJP, but he's worked in his constituency and they have local support.
Now,
Yes,
now,
yeah.
gentlemen, all old
47,
Delhi
22.
constituencies, all old Delhi constituencies. Balimaran, BJP candidate leading.
This is
Chandni
historic.
Chowk, BJP candidate leading. Sadar Bazaar, BJP candidate leading.
Historic.
Somnath
that's
Bharti is trailing now. Somnath Bharti is trailing.
Somnath Bharti is trailing. Mr. Upadhyay, Satish Upadhyay of the BJP is leading in Malviya Nagar.
In Chandni Chowk, you know, we discussed this during the exit polls day also. In Chandni Chowk, the RSS, which used to work with, and it's their old gad, they really worked door-to-door campaigning and they worked quietly out there saying, getting their voters to come back and believe in the BJP and in the ideology and getting them to come to cast their vote. That's another thing, you know. पहले होता था कि वो दुकानदार of Chandni Chowk used to shut shop and go and vote for the BJP because there was so much at stake. This time they told them that, yeah, come and vote. So if they have done this, and Balimara, remember that song?
Yeah.
Unse milna
Yeah.
purani Delhi mein.
हाँ,
Teri
what
meri
about
kahani.
this whole-
You know,
But
so
Smita
it's
ji-
really like that. It's that Chandni Chowk area. And coming back to what Rahul was saying
बल्ली मारन
about
से दरी में तलक.
Dari
हाँ,
mein talak teri meri kahani Delhi
दिल्ली
mein.
में, हाँ.
Guys have to sing. On some channels they sing, you know.
Yeah, we let Manoj Tiwari come and sing again on the channel.
On some channels, the anchors also dance.
Yeah, there's
Yeah, they stand.
I doubt if they're doing that right now.
So no. In our,
No, but Smita Prakash,
in
you were
our
making a
channel we
point.
can sing and we can dance, but right now we've got our job to do, so we're
So
doing our
one more
jobs.
point
Okay,
which
go ahead.
Rahul was making, which is the that, you know, if it's what happens to the Aam Aadmi Party if both implode, which is Kejriwal as well as Aam Aadmi Party. If that happens, then take the signal which Omar has just tweeted, that he's the first of the bloc from the India Alliance to say that lado. You know, if that is what is going to happen, I stick my neck out to say that there will be some kind of a third front which will come out minus the BJP, minus the Congress. KCR tried it in 2024, did not happen, and it was a disastrous
Right.
start. But I see that happening.
No,
Yeah.
Right.
on the
Mamata
contrary,
is, taking the lead.
I
Yeah.
think if AAP loses and Kejriwal loses, Rahul Gandhi will be happy.
Yeah.
It
Yeah, of
reinforces his position
Yeah.
in the India alliance.
Yes, so I want to ask a question
yeah,
then.
that's
Zach, I want to
Just
ask
that.
you this question.
And if the
What
Congress
will
shows a
Rahul
growth
Gandhi
in vote
say?
share,
It doesn't matter whether they get 0 MLAs. Rahul Gandhi
Okay,
will be happy.
so
happy
tell
if
me,
Kejriwal
will Rahul
loses.
Gandhi then accept this verdict?
Of course
Because-
he will. Why will he not?
Well,
He'll
because
be
you know, the
happy.
EVM, the EC, what's he going to
no,
say?
but
He's gonna blame the EC.
but if the
Let that
Congress
go.
posts
That-
Congress
I
posts a
thought I
2 to
issued
3%
the
up in
notice
vote
yesterday.
share,
But small-
despite getting any seats, then they will take the verdict, and if Arvind Kejriwal loses, they will only be happy.
I just
one
want
of
to
the
make a
Congress-
small
Just going to
conventional wisdom point, which Zach, please bear me out on this. We all began by saying, what is the low turnout going to mean? The low turnout is going in
Vote share
BJP's
also.
favor.
We're also putting the
it
vote
is.
share numbers as of now. See, BJP is at 52%, AAP is at 40, 12% gap between the BJP and the AAP.
It's a
and that's
reversal.
why. Yeah, it's a reverse. It's a reverse. Griha, live result up. Yes, Griha.
I am going to tell you, Anand, about really close calls that we are getting. Do you know the number of votes that Arvind Kejriwal is trailing by? Just 48. That is the number. That's how thin the margin is. Atishi, we are learning, is trailing by 1,159 votes so far. The counting is still on first round. But Rohini, we've got an update. The BJP chief Delhi, Mr. Vijendra Gupta, in fact, is trailing by just 48 votes. That is how thin the margin is.
Right.
And as far as the other rounds are concerned, Anand, we are also getting to know that as far as Kirari, 23 rounds are supposed to be counted. There have been just 2 that have happened so far. BJP has the lead by just 290 votes. That's how slim the margin is. And also, this is what has happened in Rajendra Nagar. Just a short while back, after the 2 rounds, we were learning that Aam Aadmi Party has an edge by just 676 votes. And in just 5 minutes, that edge has increased to more than 7,800 votes. So that is how it is, in fact, oscillating, and in fact, it's becoming...
What's the status with Manish Sisodia?
Manish Sisodia, we do not have an update
He's
yet
still
because the
trailing.
first
Right, still
round
trailing.
is still on.
You know, there's
We
been a
don't know
flip.
the numbers,
There's been
but
a
he's still
flip in
trailing.
Mustafabad. Abhijit Majumdar, Mustafabad. Now Mohan Singh Bisht of the BJP is leading in Mustafabad. It was the AAP candidate who was leading there before.
Which means Tahir Hussain must have cut into the votes of the Congress.
Possibly. So Mr.
candidate.
Bisht is leading of
That
the
is
BJP.
Oasis party.
Yes.
So if
mean-
they have cut into the votes, we have to see how much they've cut into the votes. If the Congress has gained vote share, how much they have gained vote share. These are all important stories.
what it does tell you-
But the national picture,
It's a close, down to the wire kind of contest. This was not expected. This was not expected. The AAP was saying that, look, these exit polls have got it completely wrong. Now, yes, the exit polls might have overemphasized the seats on the basis of vote share, but this is not a canter. Everyone's going to sweat in the AAP. They're going to sweat. They're going to have a huge suspense building in the AAP till about 12 o'clock. Because
No, there is a
if there
loss
are
of faith in
20
the AAP that is evident right now, even though there is just the first or second round
And
of
we don't
counting.
also know.
If this trend holds, then that means a huge loss of faith in this entire Kejri model of
No, there is
governance.
definitely a mood
Overall
swing.
vote share is very high for BJP.
Yeah.
Maybe there are a few close seats, but those are
No,
very...
but it tells you there is a mood swing away. I mean, even if you were looking at this, look, no exit poll has been able to poll so many voters.
Correct.
Even first round of Delhi, no exit poll comes close to even polling that much sentiment. That sentiment, I don't know. I'm sensing that there is trouble for the AAP. How much trouble they are
if
in,
Mr.
we'll have to
Kejriwal,
see.
Mr. Sisodia and Atishi,
There's
all three
definitely a
big
sentiment.
faces of the AAP are trailing, then I think it's clearly, the voters of Delhi seem to have made up
Obviously,
their
we'll
mind.
also have to look at pockets because Delhi things change very quickly in pockets. So it could be that in New Delhi, some of the more urbane areas have been sort of polled right now. Some of the less privileged
Sir, you have
areas
been very
are
quiet.
yet to sort of, I don't know, we'll have to see.
what is your thinking?
What's
Delhi is a very small
Thinking is that AAP will definitely win.
roughly voters
Okay.
But in
compared
some
to
areas-
4.5 lakh in
Yeah,
most others.
we
So
still
you're
have a
right. I
AAP
mean,
winner.
the
No,
trend could
that's
change.
fine. That,
I agree,
he
Rahul,
might be
that
on to
the
something.
trend could change very fast in New Delhi because
Yes.
it is a very small constituency.
Small, but it also
is
has
Rahul's
pockets
vote
of,
also?
It also has pockets of destitution.
Rahul's vote, Nalin's vote,
48 votes.
Abhijit's vote,
No, I'm in
Smita's
South
vote,
Delhi, South Delhi.
everybody.
I'm in South Delhi. I
Rahul
live
is in
in-
South Delhi. He's a little more on the posher side of
No, but he lives in UTMs. He's the Khan Market gang.
Khan Market gang with the RSS initials. The real outsider. No, fundamentally, look, let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a long day. I think it's going to be at least 11:30 till you have 5 or 6 rounds
Correct.
in. Let's not jump the gun. I
No,
know a lot of
I am-
channels
no,
will be...
we are not in any hurry to call
Yeah.
this election or anything. I was just saying that by 9:45, 10, you'll have all the netas coming out. And each neta,
Celebrations can
even
wait.
beyond what they say, it's about how they walk, what their how is, what their body language is.
What are they
We would
cooking?
know. We will know which way the drift is
Can I
moving,
say
which way
something,
the
Anand? If this trend holds of vote share,
Ji.
then I think the margin of victory will be much higher for BJP.
Yeah.
I think this seat share will
Yeah,
open
yeah.
up
Seat
to
share
more
will
like
increase.
Seats. Because it's 52%. I mean, that's
I mean, if the vote share holds at 51, I mean, this is going to be a
landslide.
It's going to be a mirror of the perhaps last election in reverse.
You know,
but
maybe that not resigning in jail was not a good idea. Now, it's retrospectively, I mean, I think the whole thing, because it was basically to keep his power, but saying ki chala lenge yahin se, that's never happened. Even like Jayalalitha and all
Also,
went.
when he came back, he said this election is a referendum on me. And if he loses,
Well, he tried that stunt in
44-25,
The
people of
latest
Delhi have
numbers
spoken.
of the vote share, I think there is a change now. Can we just see that? I don't know if
resigned.
Anand
it is
coming in
49-44,
Jayalalitha resigned.
49-42.
He could
So
have-
it's
that's what I'm
49
saying.
and 42.
Maybe
So
that
the
would
vote
have
share
been
numbers
better
are
if he
also
resigned.
shifting.
I have
So
an
it's
interesting
now
Can
it's
I tell you
7%.
something interesting? Apart
Yeah.
from Delhi, there's another election happening which is in Milkipur.
Milkipur, yeah.
And BJP is leading there at the moment.
that's expected.
That's the prestige
record,
battle.
That's
record numbers
expected.
in
In
voting.
Ayodhya.
It's a grudge match.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a
Rather
record turnout as far as voting is concerned in
Since
Milkipur.
you were asking about the women voter, Rahul, so out of the 41
There are
seats
two, no?
where women voted in higher numbers, BJP is leading in 24, AAP is leading in 16. So the women voter, the BJP seems to have clawed it out of the AAP's grasp.
Early days, of course, early days. I'm not going to right now hold my breath because this is going to be it's not going to be easy. I think it's going to be one of those tough days where every vote will count. 48 is the margin.
You're saying
last.
that
That's
to
a
make
nice
it
graphic,
interesting,
Anand, on the
or
Mayur
you're
story.
saying that because you cannot believe that Arvind Kejriwal and the Aam Aadmi Party can be seen at 25 after
Yeah,
having
look,
at 62.
I still believe that.
been.
Look, some of the women voters that I spoke with who came from the more disadvantaged classes kept saying that they're going to be voting for the AAP. So I don't know. I'm still hedging my bets.
So that there is a huge chunk of voters who may still swing with the Aam Aadmi Party, and that may realize that may come to manifest on the screen. It's possible. Nearly 19 seats ahead right now, the BJP in terms of
I mean,
leads.
let me ask
That's
you a
so
thought.
the AAP has to play some catch up to get to up to 36.
Anand, let me ask you this.
11
You know,
seats
you've
they
been
need to
asking
pull
all the
away,
questions. Let me ask you a question.
Jay.
If the AAP gets 42% of the vote, the BJP gets about 47% of the vote, if these things now hold and they get a majority, would the AAP say that we were out and we're a down and out party, or will they say, no, actually we got 42%. That means 42% of the people who press the button in Delhi still have faith in us. We're now the opposition party.
Here I'm going to quote Rashid Kidwai, who says that vote share is the bahana of the loser.
Loser's argument.
So it's the loser's argument. That's what Rashid Kidwai had come and said when we were speaking last and he was with us. So he said ki vote share is the bahana of the loser. So I'm going to stick to that, because for the Aam Aadmi Party, if you are losing vote share, if your top 3 leaders are trailing, and if you are not able to hold on to Delhi, then this was the fulcrum. This was the base from which you expanded into Punjab.
I think it's
you
almost
went to Haryana,
existential.
went to Himachal.
If
You
Kejriwal
tried to
loses,
become a national party using Delhi as your plank, and this was the Kejri model of governance, the fulcrum and the base for it. This is the fountainhead. If you've lost here, that means your political relevance nationally will get impacted and will get hurt. Griha, yes, Griha.
2,300, more than 2,300.
Yes, Kriya.
Atishi, okay, we have an update on Atishi. The margin has really closed in. She's just trailing by 193. We have an update on Sisodia. Second round of counting in Jangpura is leading by over 2,300 votes. So there is a lead of Manish Sisodia that he has managed so far. And we're also getting an important update, Anand, from Rohini, where Aam Aadmi Party's Pradeep Mittal is leading, but that margin of Vijayendra Gupta and Pradeep just 48. So Atishi has also managed to in fact close in on that, and Sisodia has got the lead.
Yes, but the fact is Arvind Kejriwal at this point continues to trail, and this is very close. This is neck and neck. 3 top leaders of the Aam Aadmi Party should be racing away with the mandate from the time the boxes open, be it postal or EVM ballots. But it's becoming tight for them, and that's reflective of the fortunes of the AAP. Although the AAP now is playing catch up on the leaderboard. Now have a look at this.
22-27.
They have now come to 27 seats. The BJP's lead, which was nearly about 46 some time back, has come down to 40.